internet-free day. So today is the 31st of August 2025, and it is a day of no internet. So I've turned my Wi-Fi off in the house. I've turned it off on my phone as well, turned my mobile data off. And so my phone is effectively now just a camera, and it's also a phone to text and call on. What a novel idea that actually you can still contact people without being on the internet. Wild. So very, very grateful for that. And I don't know what the time is, and I can't even ask Alexa. So it's amazing, really, really amazing to feel how many times, even this morning in the hour I've been up, not even, I don't think, I would have reached for the internet to check something, Google something, look for something, validate something, search something, let alone be distracted by messages or scrolling or something like that. It's really, really intrinsically in part of our everyday life. And that's wild. I grew up without internet. I was the era where I remember it coming about. I remember the first computer in the house. And it was, the family computer, absolutely massive thing. And it was amazing. What was it like in Carter 97 or something that you could get, like dictionary on the computer? Amazing. Yeah, and I remember sort of like games coming about and all that stuff. It was really, really amazing. I remember getting my first mobile and like having to text people, with all the numbers and the letters and sending messages, and then you've only got a certain amount that you can send before your text amount ran out. Like you might have had 50 in a month or something like that, something along those lines. And yeah, so it's really wild to be so tapped into it now, so connected all the time. So this morning, as a result of having no internet, it's not because all this art stuff was already out. Me and Isla have been sat here doing creative stuff over the last couple of days anyway, and it feels this table has been out for a week or so since she was away on holiday for a few days, and I just got all the stuff out on this table that used to be my nan's, and I remember sitting and doing art on that with her. There's a video of us and pictures of us where we pull it out and you do drawing and stuff like that. So clearly it's the creative table. And so I'm sitting here just carrying on from what I was doing yesterday, and just being, and I'm aware of the fact that I could use my phone to listen to audiobooks I've got that are mine. There is music that I've downloaded, but that feels like cheating, and I don't feel I want to do that because I haven't bought them. And I actually got a car recently. I've been carless for about 4 months, I think. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, I don't know. But I literally haven't had a car, and so we've got a car now, which is so exciting. I'm so grateful. And it doesn't have Bluetooth in it. It's just old school, doesn't need it. But I did notice it's got auxiliaries, so that's fine. But until I noticed that, I was like, oh my God, I'm getting the CDs out. So I literally busted all the CDs out, got my CD case, and put that in there. And recently it's been coming in for about a month or so about wanting to pull back the streaming and the paying for something and just getting this fixed, but you don't own anything, right? And we pay for all these streaming services like Spotify, Netflix, Disney, Prime, not Audible, because Audible you actually get the credits and you pay for it, which is still great. I love that. But anything else like that, where you pay every month, and if you stop paying, you've got nothing to show for it, nothing. And I find that wild. So I'm going back old school a little bit. I've come off social media for the moment. Yes, I have got this YouTube channel where I'm sharing things, and potentially it can be used to go back on socials later, because I'm not saying that I'm never going to go on there, but I just feel like I wanted to just pull my energy back and create and share my journey of it. Hence, still showing up on YouTube, because it doesn't feel quite as social media-y, it's not quite so hooked in. Has anyone seen it? Has anyone liked it? I'm not attached to it that way, which feels great. And so, yeah, I've been watching DVDs, and generally just trying to bring it back, to detach a little bit from what we're the route that seems to be going down, and we're all going down it. And it's very handy, as I say, thinking about the amount of things that I would have Googled already this morning and looked up is wild. But I'm like, right, okay, I need to learn to sit, get the answers myself, ponder on it, be inquisitive, talk to people and see if we could come up with answers, instead of jumping on ChatGPT to have that conversation with a computer, which, hey, I've done. I love ChatGPT, but I'm aware again of everything in moderation, of the need for human connection and human presence. So yeah, it's wild. It's a bit of a journey, you know. So I've literally just woken up. I have just rolled downstairs, haven't had a shower yet. My eyes are really itching. My scar, birthmarks, whatever it is, I've obviously scratched it the last couple of days, and so I'm trying to protect it so I don't do that with the thing. I've had a cold, and this is like the third day now, and I do feel much better, albeit still a bit snotty, sound a bit husky. But apart from that, I'm feeling good, I think. And let's just see how the day goes. Still sat in the same spot, but I have been out, as you've seen. I've been moving through stuff as I've travelled in the car, so exciting. And I've been listening to Rebecca Campbell's new book today, and I felt called to get some of her decks out that I've got and pull a card from each deck. So the first one that I've got with the in message of, I mean, you just want to see the cards, right? The first one I've got with the message of what do I need to know is leap. You go first, and the universe will catch you. The next is Hareth, longing for home, homesick for the stars, which is a beautiful Welsh word, and I love it. And then the next one I've got is dancing with stones, movement, teamwork, partnership. That keeps coming in a lot lately, is the partnership, the teamwork, the co-creating with someone and not having to do it all on my own all the time, that allowing in that partnership makes me think of work. It makes me think of co-creating with someone. So, you know, calling in those connections and, yeah, the ability to do that. My brain just went somewhere else then. I'm very tired. It's been a beautiful day. It's been an emotional day. And it just had an absolute massive downpour of rain. And look at the sun coming in now. It's gorgeous. So there's something in this day of digital detox, of being off everything. I've been aware of my energy more. I've been aware of where I want to go, what I want to do, and not being influenced by the pull onto my phone to either seek knowledge, which, hey, I miss that. I really miss that. The amount I've got literally a list of things I want to Google when I can, because there's things that I want to ask and know about. But I'm not missing getting distracted, going to Google that thing and then going down some sort of rabbit hole or seeing something online or whatever, you know, thinking, oh, I'll just check my messages while I'm here or social media, but I'm not on there at the minute anyway. But yeah, I've just really witnessed that slowing down and seeing things around me. I've created art today, I've pulled cards, I've journaled, I've been out, done some errands, I've just slowly tidied around the house as well, whereas it was a bit overwhelming before and I was like, oh, I can't be bothered. Sorry, little fly, but I really don't want you here. Yeah, the ability to just potter around and get stuff done, as opposed to it being, oh, it's such hard work, and dragging my phone around with me, you know, like always consuming, always watching a show or streaming something while doing the things. Whereas I've just got on with it, just done things. And I've been listening to a story, like listening to Rebecca Campbell's book, but yeah, it's been lovely. And I was wondering whether it's real or not, but I was wondering whether I feel different with the internet being off. Like I've literally turned the internet off in the house, the Wi-Fi box, and it's off on my phone. And I don't know, it could be completely in my mind, completely in my head. But I don't know, I wonder whether I feel different without those, Wi-Fi waves floating through the air, tangling my system, disconnecting me from my energy field, I don't know. Isla's going to be home soon. She'll be on her way. She's still in Cardiff at the moment, but she'll be on her way. And so I'm gonna be aware of her coming in, attached to a device, attached to her phone, attached to that consumption, which I am into. There's no shade. If anything, I just feel bad that I've enabled that, but it's life. Everyone's there, and she'll have to come up with that herself to a degree. I talk to her, I share about things. She's got, internet safety head on, but yeah, the consumption side of things, she's not quite ready to deal with yet, which is fine. Yeah, maybe leading by example. I literally felt earlier like I'm due on my period. I'm due on any day. Maybe should have been sort of like yesterday if it's by the app's standards. But I'm due on. And technically, you'd be really tired, really grumpy. I mean, I am tired. Like I've been ill and everything else, but I'm actually feeling like she's coming back, and I feel like I've got energy for her. I feel like I'd be sort of thinking, well, yeah, why don't we do a bit of painting together or creating? Or I even thought, why don't we play a game? Um, get a board game out or something. I was like, wow, that is wild, because I hate board games. And normally Isla would be like, oh, why don't you want to play? And I'm like, I don't, I'm too tired. And I'm like, is that why? Is that why we're always so tired? Because excuse me, because we are just so overstimulated all the time by everything outside of us. Even messages, even WhatsApp, like just thinking, oh, I'll reach out to people, I'll message people, being constantly tapped into people. And I got my boundaries, as in I haven't got red receipts on, I haven't got online last on, so I can leave it be. I'm not like tapped in like some people are, it's literally like, oh my God, someone's messaged, I must message back instantly. Like I'm quite boundaried in that sense. I will easily relax, but to the TV standards and consumption, binging series. I love it. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to want to watch TV like I am. I'm going to want to watch some later. I'm going to want to go through and carry on with my series that I was watching. And I'm not going to shame myself for that. But I am thinking that it would be nice to do this once a week. Disconnect from the internet once a week. What difference would that make to my mindset, to my life, to my ability to be present with myself? Yeah, what intuition would I get? What nudges would I get? What would I feel called to do? I've had lots coming in today as well, lots of creative ideas and thoughts. And I mean, listening to this book has been, great. And I've had the book for a while, and I haven't gone for it. I haven't listened to it yet. So yeah, feels big, feels important. It is, I don't know, about 6 o'clock in the evening now, nearly. Ina will be on her way home soon, as I say. So yeah, I think it's been a really successful day, really, for 10:30 last night with no internet all the way through to now. I'd like to make it 24 hours, but obviously, as I say, Isla's going to come in with her phone attached to her. I could leave the internet off and just let her use her streaming stuff for a minute and just watch stuff on her phones, if I really wanted to, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, all in all, very grateful for this opportunity and experiment. I definitely want to implement it more. Yeah, here's to quietening the outside world so we can hear ourselves more.
Can Jess come round and we can go up to Keeper's Pond if how much left?
Got enough space?
Yes.
all a lie. It's all a lie. We're just embracing it. It's called B-roll, baby. Alright, chill out. I'm trying to save you.